Malaysia's first placing in the 2022 Milken Institute Global Opportunity Index as an investment destination for foreign investors in emerging Southeast Asia reflects the government's efforts to drive the country's economic reform. Despite the success, Malaysia still needs to play its cards right in the competitiveness game, with its current strategies aimed at living with the virus with a more economically positive approach to COVID-19. The index, which was published last Thursday, showed Malaysia topping the list due to its strong performance across all categories measured, namely having a strong economic performance, offering a highly qualified workforce, and being firmly integrated with the global economy. International Trade and Industry Minister Datuk Sri Azmin Ali attributed the ranking to foreign investors' strong confidence in the country's agile business ecosystem and vibrant economy. The senior minister said that Malaysia will continue efforts to drive its robust and sustainable growth underpinned by an open economy with business-friendly and pragmatic policies that foster an attractive and conducive investment climate.
It is no surprise that Malaysia can attract foreign investors. The country has a decent infrastructure, such as expressways, almost uninterrupted electricity supply, as well as rules and regulation that will attract the interest of foreign investors. Thus far, the net FDI inflows has risen to 30.3 billion ringgit for the first 9 months of 2021, from 7.9 billion ringgit in the same period in 2020. So clearly, Malaysia has something to offer to these investors.
In terms of the economy, according to the Milken Institute's index, Malaysia stood 25 in the overall global opportunity ranking from 2017 to 2022, from a total of 125 nations. According to the Centre for Market Education, Malaysia has always been very attractive to foreign investors.
In the past decades, Malaysia was able to build a very good ecosystem, I would say, to attract foreign direct investment into the country. And this was a mix of several regulations, not only fiscal incentives and good packages developed by MIDA, but also a very good mix between the labor cost and the labor skills, favorable regulations or clear regulations for expat and for the hiring of foreign workers, the presence of good infrastructure. Let's not forget also political stability. Language skills obviously played a very important role. All these elements made of Malaysia in the past probably the strongest, one of the strongest hub for international investors in the region.
Now, as the globe continues to live with the COVID-19 pandemic, there appeared to be a dire need for nations to embark on an aggressive approach to woo investors, while many investors have also embraced environmental, social and governance (ESG) principles in their investment philosophy.
Going forward, the operating landscape for businesses have changed. The proliferation of environmental, social and governance, or ESG, has become the main criteria for screening the investment prospect by businesses and investors. Therefore, to grow the economy at a sustainable rate, while at the same time attracting the investors, the government would need to focus on ESG-related metrics. Climate change, corruption, and equitable income distribution will be the main focus in the years to come.
Countries rapidly catching up with Malaysia include Singapore and Indonesia, which aims to seize upon opportunities to play a larger role economically, both regionally and globally.
We had at the very beginning Malaysia here, now gradually going down, Indonesia here, now gradually going up. And what I see is a convergence path. But we are in a very complex scenario in which the competition in the region to attract FDIs is very tough. I think that the current government somehow understood the mistakes that were done in the past and is trying to implement new directions. So the game is still very much open, and let's see how both Indonesia and Malaysia will play the competitive game in the near future. I think that the year 2022 will be very crucial to set the future dynamics.